Good morning. Welcome to Ravi Shankar's Botany NEET online classes. Today I'm going to talk about one of the important topic, that is classification of chromosomes. And uh, so far who are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share, comment, okay, and learn for coming competitive examinations. My videos will help you to prepare yourself for the competitive NEET examinations especially. So all the best. And now I'm going to talk about this classification of chromosomes based on different criteria. The first criteria would be functions of chromosomes. Functions of chromosomes. Functions. Based on functions, chromosomes are of two types. What are those? Autosomes and allosomes. Autosomes and allosomes. Autosomes are these are also called somatal chromosomes. Somatal chromosomes, because these chromosomes are responsible for carrying out vegetative characteristic features. Vegetative characteristic feature of that particular organisms. Vegetative characteristic features of that particular organism. That means these autosomes are responsible for carrying out vegetative characteristic feature of that living organisms. That means vegetative characters could be expressed because of these autosomes. The number of these autosomes are more in number. Always the number of autosomes are more in number comparatively with allosomes. And for example, in human cell, out of 46 chromosomes, there are 44 chromosomes alone are called autosomes, because these are responsible for carrying out vegetative characteristic feature of that particular organism. That means in terms of pair, if you talk about 1 to 22 pair, 1 to 22 pair of chromosomes are called autosomes. And the rest, last 23rd pair is not a autosome, that is allosome. So these are always more in number. Okay, these are always more in number. They are expressing vegetative characteristic feature of the organism, but not a sexual characteristic feature of organism. Those chromosomes are called autosomes. So when talking about this allosomes are responsible for, they are involved in sex determination of organisms. Sex determination. That means these are involved directly in sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction and carrying out sex determination. Suppose the number of chromosomes are two in number. Number of chromosomes are 2 in number, and these are always less in number. They are always less in number comparatively with autosomes. In example, human cell, last 23rd pair chromosomes. 23rd pair chromosomes are called allosomes. They are XX chromosomes. These determines female characters, and XY chromosomes determines male characters of that particular group of organisms. So these are called allosomes, these are called autosomes. There are two types based on functions of chromosomes in the body, right? So this is about one category based on functions. Now let us discuss the another criteria, another criteria. Based on another criteria. This is based on number of, second one, based on number of centromeres. Based on number of centromeres, the chromosomes can be categorized into, based on number of chromosomes. One is called monocentric chromosomes. The other one will be monocentric chromosomes. The other one is dicentric chromosomes. Dicentric chromosomes. The last one is polycentric chromosomes. Polycentric chromosomes. Monocentric chromosomes are the number of centromeres are 1. The number of centromeres are, this is centromere. The number of centromeres are 1. Such chromosomes are called monocentric chromosomes. This is the most common type. It's the most common type. But whereas dicentric chromosomes, if the number of centromeres are 2, if the number of centromeres are 2, that chromosomes are called dicentric chromosomes. And polycentric chromosomes are more than 2 centromeres are present. If more than 2 centromeres are present in such chromosomes are called polycentric chromosomes. So based on number of centromeres, the chromosomes are categorized into 3 types: monocentric chromosomes, dicentric chromosomes, polycentric chromosomes. In case of monocentric chromosome, the number of centromere will be 1. This is the most common type. And whereas dicentric chromosome, the number of centromeres will be 2. That will be called a dicentric chromosome. If the polycentric chromosome, more than 2 centromeres are present in such chromosomes are called polycentric chromosomes. These are the second criteria. Based on it, we can have a different classification of chromosomes. Okay. And the next criteria. See, mostly when you're talking about these monocentric chromosomes, based on the position of centromere in monocentric chromosomes, we can have different types of chromosomes. Let us look at them. See, based on number of, means based on position of centromeres of monocentric chromosomes, we can have different types. Especially this type of chromosomes could be seen in the anaphase of mitosis. There we can see this type of chromosomes. Okay. Yes, based on position of centromeres, based on position of centromeres, the chromosomes, monocentric chromosomes, can be categorized into monocentric chromosomes. Monocentric chromosomes can be categorized into different. What are those? Let us look at that. One is called metacentric chromosomes. Metacentric chromosomes. The next one is submetacentric chromosomes. Submetacentric chromosomes. And the next one is acrocentric chromosomes. Acrocentric chromosomes. And the next one is telocentric chromosomes. Telocentric chromosomes. Metacentric chromosomes, submetacentric chromosomes, acrocentric chromosomes, telocentric chromosomes are of 4 types. 4 types based on position of centromere of monocentric chromosomes. So all these stages of chromosomes could be seen in anaphase of mitosis. Anaphase of mitosis. As I told you yesterday that mitosis, anaphase of mitosis. So the best stage of study of shape of chromosomes could be seen during anaphase, as I told you yesterday, right? So accordingly that, so metacentric chromosomes. In these metacentric chromosomes, exactly the centromere will be in the center of the chromosomes, and which bear two equal arms of chromatids. Which bear two equal arms of chromatids, and the centromere will be placed exactly in the center and hold two equal arms of chromatids and shows a shape V shape. This type of this shaped monocentric chromosome is called metacentric chromosome. Monocentric chromosome will be called metacentric chromosome. The shape of this chromosome will be V shape. V shape, because it bears two equal arms of chromosomes. The centromere will be exactly in the center of the chromosome, and which bear two equal arms of chromosomes, and during anaphase these two equal arms of chromosome are facing towards the poles of the cell, and that's why this shows V-shaped chromosome. So this is metacentric chromosome. And submetacentric chromosome, here in this submetacentric chromosome, the centromere will be slightly move out of the center and placing towards one side, and which bear two unequal arms of chromosome. Two unequal arms of chromosome. This is centromere. This is centromere. These are arms, means chromatids. Here these chromatids are unequal armed chromatids are bared by the centromere and shows the shape L shape. So this type of this shape, the chromosomes are called submetacentric chromosomes. This would be seen in during anaphase. Okay, this is the submetacentric chromosomes. And the acrocentric chromosome, almost the centromere will be towards the end of that chromosome, almost towards the end of the chromosome, and then which bear two unequal armed chromatids. These are chromatids. Okay, two unequal armed chromatids. So almost the centromere will be towards one end of the chromosome. So and it shows letter J during anaphase. So this is called acrocentric chromosome. And the telocentric chromosome, the centromere will be towards one end completely. The centromere will be, this is the centromere. Centromere will be towards completely one end. It is located towards one end, and then the only single armed chromatid is present in this. Single armed chromatid is present, and it shows rod shaped chromosome, and it is looking like a letter I. So this is called telocentric chromosome. So these are the different shapes of chromosome based on position of centromere of monocentric chromosomes. During anaphase, this could be seen. Metacentric chromosome, exactly the centromere will be in the center, and which bear two equal arms of chromosomes, and these equal arms are facing towards one pole during anaphase. So shows a V shape, right? That is metacentric chromosome. Submetacentric chromosome, the centromere will be placed a little away from the center, and which bear two unequal arms. These are unequal armed chromosomes looking L shape. This is called submetacentric chromosome. Acrocentric chromosome, here the centromere will be almost towards one end, which bear two unequal armed chromosomes, and because of that this chromosome will be shows J shape, and this is called acrocentric chromosome. And telocentric chromosome completely single armed chromosome looking rod shaped, and bear centromere will be one end completely and bear a single armed chromosome. This is rod shaped chromosome, letter I. So these are telocentric chromosomes. These are the different shapes of chromosome based on centromere of monocentric chromosomes. Okay, this is about classification of chromosomes. I hope everybody understood about it. All the best. Have a nice day. God bless you.